Okay, so nobody sat you down and said, hey, here's how money actually works. You just kind of figured it out, or didn't. And now you're staring at your bank account like it personally wronged you, and you're not even sure where the money went because you didn't do anything crazy. You just lived. That's the thing about budgeting. Nobody teaches you the actual hacks. They teach you spend less than you earn, like that's helpful. Like, wow, thank you, revolutionary. So today, we're fixing that. 7 budgeting hacks that nobody taught you and that are genuinely going to change the way you deal with money. Let's go. Hack 1. Pay yourself first before you do anything else. Here's what most people do. They get paid, they pay their bills, they buy groceries, they live their life, and then at the end of the month they see what's left and they put that in savings. The problem is, there is never anything left, because money expands to fill whatever space you give it. It's like a gas. The fix is simple, but it will feel wrong at first. The second money hits your account, you move a set amount into savings before you touch anything else. Before bills, before groceries, before anything. You pay yourself first. When savings comes out automatically, you just adapt to what's left. And you will adapt. Humans are incredibly good at adapting. Hack 2. Use the 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases. You see something you want, you feel the urge, you're about to buy it. Stop. Wait 24 hours. That's it. That's the hack. Here's why it works. Most impulse purchases are driven by a dopamine spike, not actual need. That spike fades within hours. If you still want it tomorrow, fine, buy it. But 80% of the time, you'll forget you even wanted it. This one hack alone will save you hundreds of dollars a year just by making you pause long enough for your brain to catch up with your wallet. Hack 3. Name every dollar before you spend it. Zero-based budgeting. Most people budget like this. They have a vague sense of what they can spend, and then they just hope for the best. That's not a budget, that's a wish. Zero-based budgeting means every single dollar you earn gets assigned a job before the month starts. Rent, groceries, gas, fund money, savings, all of it, until you hit zero. Not because you spent everything, but because every dollar has a destination. When money has a name, you spend it differently. You stop just seeing what happens and start actually deciding. That shift alone is massive. Hack 4. Track your spending for just 30 days. No judgment. You cannot fix what you cannot see. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They have a guess, and the guess is always wrong. Not slightly wrong, wildly wrong. The subscriptions you forgot about, the food spending that's somehow double what you thought, the random purchases that don't feel like anything individually, but add up to an alarming number by the end of the month. You don't have to do this forever, just 30 days. Track every single purchase. No shame, no judgment, just data. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's when behavior actually starts to change. Hack 5. Create a fun money category on purpose. Here's where a lot of budgets go to die. They're too strict. People build these beautiful, airtight budgets with zero room for fun, and then they blow it on a Wednesday because they needed to feel human again. And then they feel guilty and abandon the whole thing. The fix is to budget for fun on purpose. Give yourself a guilt-free spending category every single month. Money that is yours to waste however you want, no justification required. When fun is built into the plan, it stops being a budget buster and starts being a release valve. You stop feeling deprived, which means you stop binging. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's what actually makes a budget sustainable. Hack 6. Automate everything you possibly can. Willpower is a terrible financial strategy. Every time you have to manually decide to save money or manually pay a bill, you're introducing a point of failure. You're tired, you're distracted, you forget. And now you have a late fee or an empty savings account, and you feel bad about yourself for no reason. Automate your savings. Automate your bills. Set it up once and let it run. The goal is to make good financial behavior the path of least resistance, not the thing that requires discipline and remembering and follow through. Remove the decision entirely, and you remove the failure point. Hack 7. Build a sinking fund for expenses you know are coming. This one is the hack people don't learn until they've been burned at least 3 times. A sinking fund is money you save in advance for expenses that aren't monthly but that you know are coming. Car registration, holiday gifts, annual subscriptions, back-to-school shopping. These aren't surprises. You know they're coming every year, but most people treat them like emergencies when they arrive. Instead, you figure out how much those annual costs add up to, divide by 12, and set that amount aside every single month. That's it. When the expense hits, the money is already there. No panic, no credit card. No, I don't know what happened. You just pay it and move on like a person who has their life together. 7 hacks, none of them complicated, all of them genuinely useful, and 0 of them things anyone actually teaches you growing up, which is a little bit insane when you think about it. The goal isn't to be perfect with money. The goal is to stop being blindsided by it, to feel like you're in control instead of just reacting. And these 7 things, they'll get you there. If any of these hit different for you, drop it in the comments. I want to know which one you're actually going to try. And if you want more videos like this, you know what to do.